Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. All right. Lesson 114. Oh, look at this little smiley face guy. I don't know who did that. Using formulas. So the first thing is formulas often use letters and other symbols to show the relationship between various measures. We've learned the formula for perimeter, area, and volume, and now we're going to put them into practice all together for the same scenario with this box, which you will find out is a dining room. All right, example 1. The Jacksons have added a dining room to a corner of their house. Mr. Jackson purchased crown molding that will be installed at the intersection of the walls and the ceiling of his dining room. Crown molding costs $5 per square foot to install. How much will he pay to have the crown molding installed? Well, first, besides just having this box here, you will need to know the measurements of the box. And unfortunately, I didn't leave myself a lot of room here, but I'm going to squeeze in the measurements here. From here to here, this whole thing across is 15 feet. Okay, 15 feet on the top. It is 10 feet tall, and it is 12 feet long, okay? Or wide, I should say. So 15 feet long and 10 feet tall, or height is 10 feet, and it is 12 feet long. So crown molding is installed around the perimeter of the room. They said that it was installed in the bottom perimeter and on the top perimeter, okay? So we can use the perimeter formula, P equals 2L times 2W, to determine the total length of the crown molding, and then multiply that length by $5, because we're actually trying to find how much will he pay. So it's a money, right? So we know P equals 2 times the length times 2 times the width. So we can keep writing this P equals sign, and then we're just going to plug in so we know that it's 2, and since the length is going to be in here, what we're going to do is put the length in a separate, we're going to put it in little parentheses, okay? So 2 times 15 feet times 2 times the width, which we're going to put in another parentheses, which is 12 feet. Okay, so perimeter equals 2 times length times width. Perimeter equals 2 times, and we're just going to plug in the length and the width. And when we plug it in, we're going to use parentheses, okay, to keep it separate, because we wouldn't want to say 215, because then it might look like 215. So we put it in parentheses to know that we're multiplying that by 2. All right, and then the perimeter equals, so 2 times 15 is 30 feet, times 2 times 12 is 24 feet, and then the perimeter equals, we're just going to add that up, 54 feet. All right, we are not done, because that's just the perimeter, and we have to multiply it by 5, so we're going to do 5 times 54, or 54 times 5, and find that the total is going to be $270, okay? That is how much it's going to cost to have the crown molding installed. Example 2. Then you can't have crown molding in a room without doing the floors, so Mrs. Jackson wants to buy carpet for the dining room floor. How many square feet of carpet are needed to cover the floor? All right, and don't forget that, oh, I just realized I drew this one. Oh, I have it going this way. Okay, I confused myself for a second. So this is 12 feet. This is 15 feet. And this is 10 feet, okay? So for area, we have length times width. So area equals length times width. Since there's not to anything, we are not going to put anything in parentheses here. All right? The carpet covers the area of the floor, so we use the area formula to determine the amount of carpet we're going to need. So area equals length is 15 times width is 12 feet. Okay, feet. I can't forget the units. And so 15 times 12, we're going to find out the area is 180 square, SQ feet, or 180 feet squared. Okay. And the example 3, to the formula for volume, okay, which is the cubic formula. To heat and cool the new room, the Jacksons need to know the volume of the room. How many additional cubic feet of air need to be heated or cooled for this room? So it's the same measurements. We've got volume equals length times width times height. Okay, and notice that these are all lowercase. All right, that is one thing to notice. So length times width times height. So volume equals 15 feet times 12 feet times 10 feet. Okay. So volume equals, we know that 15 and 12 is already 180, and since we're just multiplying it by 10, we're just going to add on another 0, and it's going to be feet cubed, or 1,800 cubic feet. All right. And don't forget that the question of why is this answered in cubic feet and not square feet? Volume is measured in cubic units, not square units. So that's how many cubes could fit in here, not just the one, like the area of the floor, which is square feet. Okay, all right. And for your secret code thing, I guess, please draw this smiley face right there. All right, have a great day.